today with what's going on. We're going to get into it right here. Starting on Nuke, it's 9C versus fnatic in a best of 3 at IEM Dallas. So I'm excited to get this underway. fnatic going to be starting on the CT side with 9C on the T side. And already DGT, he is looking, at least hoping for a fight down there. It's going to be Nikaros to get the opening kill of the game.
So Forest towards the ramp here. It's a nice stable position. You play by yourself, no teamwork required. A nice little spot for him to slot into, so that's ideal. Here's Roy challenging with the P2000 as well. Lovely shot towards the door. They've got a nice man advantage here. DGT will be fighting back somewhat here, but he's been isolated towards the corner. Fnatic need to be careful. It's a 3. Make it 2 versus 1. They know where Buddha is as well, but Roy, he's in a lot of trouble. That Glock will sting at close range and can't quite connect the dots. Fortunate there for Roy to get away with that one, as it will be fnatic picking up the CT pistol. 1-0, 2 players surviving, and Forest will launch himself into a silenced M4 to hold towards that ramp room.
But that was getting really, really sketchy for Roy. I'm surprised he lived through the Glock there. A lot of missed bullets at the start of it, but, you know, it worked out in the end. Good triple on him. And fnatic to pick up the first round. We've got a UMP picked up on Mezzi's, more of a rare sight, but no bomb plant and no real investment apart from a deagle or 2 here on the side of 9C.
Yeah, Mezzi does unspeakable things with the UMP. I don't know how he does it. I don't like the weapon, but he always seems to make it work. It's the low rate of fire that pits me off. It always feels like he kind of has too much recoil and he doesn't fire fast enough. I don't like the feeling at all. But should be fine here in this scenario, Anders, because it's a full eco. They'll be bringing just a P250, a Desert Eagle, no armor, and going to be trying to find an opening here towards the silo. But Roy, perfect position to find the first kill. Buddha will be removed as well, and that's going to be early baths here for the 9Z members. Just 2 remaining, and looking to keep this clean. They shouldn't give up a single kill here. Let the SMGs do the work if possible. They're spotted as 1 player towards silo. Bomb down, clean as you like, and that's a lovely, lovely round then. They're prepared for the AKs in the third. They put themselves 3 M4 Anders as well. So SMG still very serviceable on Nuke, but having that range now to go toe-to-toe with the expected AKs here, it's the perfect start for fnatic.
Having the M4A1 especially on this map, right, down towards the ramp, or if you're outside shooting through the smoke, the wall of smokes that are always going to be put up, those LDLC smokes, for anyone that's been around for a while. Yeah, it's so important, such an important tool, so good to see that they already got those in play. But the AKs have come out. 9C ready to fight back early on here. They don't have that much utility on the T side. The wall is already down, and they don't have many more smokes, so they kind of have to do something behind this. But look at already Roy moving forward. He's just going to keep on pushing. I don't think they see this. I don't think Max is aware on the other side. This could be a disaster, Henry.
Oh, they've passed each other like ships in the night. They have no idea. Fake info on either side. Not a big deal for Max. He's in a prime position. I guess Roy going for a huge backstab, though. He can go in towards the lobby and potentially cause a massive ruckus. He's going to find the bomb at the very least. This is looking very promising now. First kill should be his, no problem. Mezzi will join in the frag as well, but only gets a single frag. And that's a little bit disappointing considering that positional control, and they had no idea.
Yeah, you definitely want to see more out of that. Although I still imagine on the 9C side, this is a bit of a disaster. You just don't know what's happening. Is that the only flank? Where do you go from here? The bomb is picked up once again, and it is a 3 versus 4. With Max looking for a headshot out here. He's snuck up really close, but in the meantime, Fasha's going to be taking down David, and Try is now left inside, Max on the outside. They have a 2-on-3 and only about 35 seconds. This is going to be very, very hard round to win right now on the T side. I think with that kill, not just hard, but probably impossible for Try to do anything with here. Good idea, good pre-aim even, but Fasha's just way too quick with the MP9, and it will be fnatic winning a 3rd round.
Very convincing as well. That's a nice bonus round to win as well, Anders. You've got a couple of SMGs coming into it. You've now upgraded those to AK-47s. Rifles across the board now. Money in a problematic spot. No bomb planted. And the UMP, like I said, Mezzi stepping up. David did find a decent kill, I suppose, but slowly but surely, Fasha dissecting them with the MP9. Doing a great job there on top of the hut. Very, very impressive. Bit of a half buy here. Quite a lot of investment though. A rifle has been picked up for DGT, but they've actually lost a lot of health en route. All 5 members full send down towards Secret, and they're continuing to get pummeled by bullets.
Ooh, Roy, he was listening to the footsteps and thought he could walk through the smoke out there. Fasher is down below and wreaking havoc on them. That is an amazing 3 kills that he gets down there. DGT and Try, I don't think there's much they could do. They could try and make this more expensive, but actually winning the round, I doubt it's going to be possible. That was a a little bit bold from Roy to try and walk through, but I think he was hoping that the spray from his teammate all the way at the top of hell and heaven there was going to maybe distract them and maybe they could find something, and now it's a bit interesting. Actually finding a kill, try down below, is going to get almost caught, but Forest is going to be dropped, and now it's a 2-on-2. This is a little bit of a wrinkle in the round all of a sudden. fnatic, this should have been an easy win.
Yeah, you would think so, considering the way it started as well. So much damage towards that outside area. DGT will be towards ramp and try holding towards the vent, so you'd presume they're going to be accessing the lower area, and there's no CT coverage there at all. Mezzy, with the lack of information, pushing in towards lobby. And the crossfire has been set up here, but CT is down there. It's going to be Fasher waiting behind the silo, but yeah, taken from the side, and that's going to be very problematic now. Sure, they're low HP, but Mezzy towards the vents. Out of position right now as the bomb is planted.
What an absolute disaster. From a 2-on-4 into a 1 versus 2 as Mezzy smoked off back here. Gonna give the Q away as soon as he opens the door. They're gonna know, and they have a couple of flashbangs even to try and maybe slow him down. I mean, this is an absolute nightmare. A wallbang right now would be amazing. Mezzy, he's just not even sure where they are at the moment. He's got the kit, but no smoke to put up or anything. Try on top of the silo, and he's gonna get shot right away. That's a good headshot, Mezzy. Actually, really well done on the first one. He needs a 1 tap here on DGT. Yeah, he is very, very low on health. He's been spotted already. There's the 1 try, but I think he's run out of time. And 9C, they steal this round away. Disastrous for fnatic is, again, this is really not a map that they are particularly good on. And 9C, they picked the map and they should be strong. I think that should have been a fnatic round every single time.
Oh, absolutely. That was just a 5-man rush outside with pistols and a single Galil. They did so much damage at the start of the round. It looked like there was no chance, and all of a sudden it starts spiraling out of control. 9Z will find their first. Plenty of money. Like we said, that bonus round coming to save them here. They'll still have a nice full buy, and they've gone for a double AWP setup on the CT side here. Forest get the frag, unfortunately. He'll be taking that secondary AWP towards ramp. It's a solid position for the weapon, and should be able to find his first kill right here. Oh no, that's a big miss, unfortunately. Should have been his every day of the week, and that's going to be the ramp for him wide open and potentially the lower bomb site.
Yeah, and a bit of a nightmare as well if you're that ramp anchor. The one big thing to always remember is to try and stay alive, right? It doesn't even matter if you stay and hold the ramp. You can always fall back, but going down that swiftly is a bit of a nightmare. Forest, really rough start for him here. And 9C, they're going to use the fact that they had that previous round, that 2 versus 4 that they won, and now they're going to keep the pressure on. Nikolos and Roy are left, but fnatic, that's all of the money just evaporated from the team in a matter of rounds. They're just going to be in a lot of trouble all of a sudden.
It's one of those super rough rounds as well. They haven't really presented anything too tactical. They've gone for a fast ramp, like almost bullying at the fact that Forrest could be there. He misses a very key shot there. If he gets that 1 frag, he then falls down towards lower. His knife out, he pieces out, but the 1 missed shot meant he was out of position. The T's got too close, and he went down with almost nothing there. They completely overwhelmed the lower bomb site, and there's nothing that can be done. They can't salvage the situation. Nikolos thankfully saves the secondary AWP. Roy will have a rifle as well, so not all is lost. They'll still have somewhat of a buy going forward, but yeah, you can see Max taking full control of the lower bomb site, and a bit of a scramble from Fasher as well. They got picked apart, trying to reinforce the punctured defenses, but maybe a tactical timeout here. And indeed, just to discuss some options and work out how they're going to reinvest, if at all. Sure, they've got these saved weapons, but the money's still pretty broken. They might take a full eco around it and to see what they can do, try and save the weapons once again. Hey, maybe even win the round if Nikolos finds an opening frag.
Yeah, they're going to have to rely on something like that. That would be a huge way to get back into it. Especially when you're the double AWP setup and one of them is at the ramp and you actually get that first opportunity. You're expecting to get the 1 kill and then fade away and keep the round going. Something else that's interesting, I mean, with 9C, when they actually get the kill on Forest, they don't really try to do too much complicated stuff, right? They just follow through. They just go all the way down the ramp. They look for that kill in the control room and they get it on Max, I believe, getting that one. So really well done in the terms of just seeing the weakness and following through. Like some teams, they will, overcomplicate things. They'll make, let's wait around, and then suddenly, you end up losing some of those 4-on-5s when you get the entries. But they really, really saw that there was an opportunity. So you gotta appreciate that.
This is where 9Z might just keep this momentum up. Keep going for the fast ramp. Try and punish Oh, there it is, Forest for Nikodos. We said if he gets a couple of picks, you never know. And they have arrived looking for his third. He connects the shot, but not finding the frag just yet. Forest will be dropped, and they are going to find frags left and right, but still the man advantage sits with fnatic. 1 HP for Max as well. David will have to do the heavy lifting here if they stand a chance in the 3-on-2 deficit. Fasho, decent smoke down towards Squeaky. And this is a chance for fnatic to get right back into this.
Good movement from Fasher in here, making sure that he's hard to read, just repositioning himself. Doesn't even matter if you let the bomb go down right now. Just don't let them get the jump on you in that squeak position. And he's already so far away. I don't think they're going to be reading this at all. Max is one bullet away from that. And David, I mean, he's going to have to try and maybe do this on his own. Instantly shut down, though. So it'll be on Max instead. He's going to get the bomb plant, but surely there's no way to win this. Anything touches him at all, especially if the AWP is going to find him. Nikodos with the triple and just shutting down that ramp push. That was so well done. That's exactly what they needed.
Absolutely. And you can see 9Z potentially trying to punish the fact that Forest is towards ramp. He hasn't had the best start. He's had that big miss. Might be affected his morale. You see he's gone down 0-3, but they've put Nikodos in that position with that saved orb, and he delivers 2 spectacular frags. So this is the shot that Forest did miss before, and Nikodos turns up and absolutely nails it. So that's a lifeline. Like we said, that's a full eco around that saved orb and the M4, and they've really made it work, and they've recovered 2 AKs as well. Should get them right back on track here as we get into round number 7. 4-2 advantage for fnatic, but still money's pretty decent. 9Z, remember, won a half by their own with 1 Galil and Tech 9s. So this is a very important round for the economy on either side.
Let's see how this plays out. Oh, Nikodos pushing in front of all the flames there. Feeling very aggressive at the moment. Forest, he's aggressive on the other side. There's nobody in the lobby. I mean, even if they don't find the kill here early on, this is such a telling move for fnatic. The fact that they're not seeing anyone here, they're going to get a bit of a read on what's happening. Smokes are going to go down outside, but if ever 9Z want to get back and try and reclaim that lobby position, it's just going to be very, very tricky. I wonder, Forest, he's still just frozen in time. He's just waiting for someone to show up, but it doesn't seem like anyone ever will at this point in time, so huge gap outside in the smoke. Roy is looking for it in Nikodos. He's fallen back down below with the AWP. They know what's coming.
Let's see what they can make of it. That gap will come to haunt the likes of 9Z. Roy finds the opening frag. That's Buddha removed, and you can see Nikodos getting in position, but he is caught off guard. The aggression backfiring here now as Forest does find a kill eventually towards the lobby. And it's going to be a very awkward position once again for fnatic. 40 seconds remaining. 3-on-2 against them. And we've got Mezzi on the bomb site floor, joined shortly by Forest as well. He's got 25 HP and has found his first frag at least.
They have a Molotov to maybe burn out that corner. If they can find a way to bounce it off the wall, it might be possible. Mezzi, that's the real fear here. Or just the AK from DGT, that'll get the job done. Forest back here with an AK 1 versus 3, and they are coming from swiftly. Good shot of the first one, and Max is very low on health. There might be a chance. But DGT, he'll stand up to it. A double for him instead. And 9C, they make their way out. And I've got to say, I don't understand the part where they know that it's going to be that outside to secret push. I don't know why Nikodos... I don't mind that Roy's fighting. He get the kill early on. I don't know why Nikodos wants to move up like that.
This is the angle I was going to say. It must be a very tricky, weird shot for him to take. I guess with so much aggro towards outside, he just assumed he could find a gap there. But great awareness, and that was the position that eluded him and potentially cost him the round. You're dead on. It's going to be 4-3. fnatic now on the back foot with the pistols once again. They fully invested here, Anders. Relying on the Nikodos orb once again. It's Roy to be tested, though, as they start to push and probe towards outside. David towards the silo as well. Full-on assault towards this area, and they've gone for the latest smokes here. So it looks like Secret will be under scrutiny once again. There's the Molotov, and Roy to be tested as they are about to present themselves to bomb, and Buddha will strike first.
Yeah, that's a really deep swing on the AK, and you could see Roy, he was ready for a little bit more of a shallow fight, although Forest, close and personal. That's a good shot with the Deagle. Trying to see if he could find that. He's going to get checked. He really, really just wanted to get his hands on that AK up there, but Buddha's going to be able to find him instead. 3 versus 4. Nikodos has the AWP, and Fasher's moving up right in front of Try, but it's going to be quick. What a nice quick scope coming out from him. Mezzi and Nikodos left 2 versus 4 as 9C are looking to tie up the scoreline here.
This is a very important kill, and Mezzi has made it work with the... just a pistol, and now he actually is going to be going down. Nikodos, he'll have the AWP still. Max 2 HP. And it looks like he might have to save this one. The bomb will be planted momentarily. Maybe one more chance to give it a go. There's a shot. And he'll see if Try will overstep the mark. But yeah, he'll call for the save. Mezzi with that 5-7 though, Anders. That's an amazing shot. I thought he had a chance there. If he somehow got away with that one and got to safety, who knows. But Nikodos, 16 HP. And back in towards T spawn. There we have it. 9Z tying things up 4-4. 3 players surviving as well. We said the Fnatic were fully invested into that round. And Nikodos has almost no chance of saving here at all. They're trying to bait out the shots. And he's definitely worth the hunt now. They know exactly where he is. A nice grenade though. He might be able to fight for his life here. This shot is very important. And that's enough. He actually gets away with it. The nade connected, Anders. And even with just 16 points of health, he comes out on top. But the round does go against him. Oh my god, a bit of showboating with a nade. I don't know why he's done that.
I thought he was surely dead. That looked ridiculous. They had nades on the T side. I thought they were going to be able to find him just one of those, but I guess that's pretty impressive, right? And it probably takes a little bit of the celebrations away from 9C. They thought they were going to be able to... It
makes it somewhat of a hollow victory, you know? The fact like, right, we've sabotaged their finances, but we just gave up a 3 versus 1. He's now saved the orb, and we know he's the kind of player that can salvage these sort of rounds, even on a full eco, with 4 USPs around him, and Nikodos orb, it's enough. We've seen how aggressive and confident he is in his own game right now. Sure, he had a slump in the last couple of months, but he seems like he's finding that killer instinct once again. He's dictating the pace of the round, and he's being a real nuisance each and every time. He saved the day towards the ramp room. Is that the position to go to once again? I'm not sure, because he's already showed his hand on that point. They know he has the orb, and maybe let's go for a straight up rush and try and avoid him completely, because that's probably the last place you go towards the nest at the start of the round. But let's have a look. Where does Nikodos go?
Even if you do, right, you can just run down that AWP. And another good reason why you'd want to do an upper rush here anyways, you know they're not going to have the grenades to stop you, right? So I'm behind that idea, though we can already tell that that's not quite what they're doing. But I think it's a good suggestion, because there aren't too many rounds where you really get to pull those upper rushes. Later on, if Fnatic get the economy back, you're going to run into so many nades. So you gotta give it a shot when you got a chance for it here. They're slow playing it, though, so let's see if they can dodge the AWP. Last time they ran into it on the ramp, but it was a disaster. This time he's trying to stay mobile, but outside, smokes are everywhere. He can't find anything there, and he's just trying to find out where the fight's going to be happening, although it looks like it's going to be downstairs. The bomb is making its way there. I don't know if he can even get there in time. This round might almost be over with just 1 kill on Mezzi here.
You might be right, but he's done well to find some sort of control here. Forest has no idea they're towards the window already, and it looks like they're out of luck. Mezzi, with that P2000, does at least get 1. I don't think Nikodos will be hard committing to this, just seeing if there's a kill available. Bomb will be planted momentarily. Molotov's flying in as well. He knows he has to get out of there as the lower bomb site is covered in flames. Bomb planted, and Roy, if he can find some sort of weapon here, might stay till the bomb explodes. Taken down, and just Nikodos to save here. 10 kills to Nikodos, and was unable to win the round previously. Did save the orb. He'll have to do it once again, this time in a 4 versus 1.
Yeah, he's close to getting caught here on the ladder. Don't know if they're gonna... No, they didn't quite see him. It looked like or Buddha maybe could have seen him.
Do they want to do it again?
Oh, they're getting real close. Nikodos. There to
oh no!
Shoots, but doesn't hit him, and that'll give away his position. Are they going to be coming out? I think they're too far away, unfortunately. Okay.
Yeah, he looks like he's fine. Well played.
That's scary, but yeah, the AWP will live on. But I don't think 9C care, right? They get to stay alive with 4 people as well, and they are now in the round lead on the T side of Nuke. So pretty good times for them at the moment. I think they are currently comfortable again in the map pick, and they all seem to be coming alive. DDT and Try currently leading the board, but the rest of them are kind of there doing a little bit of work. On the other side, Nikodos is doing a lot of the stuff right now, but again, some of it is in saving the orb and in kind of carrying it forward. It doesn't have the same impact as having 10 rounds where you get the opening kills. That's going to be a bit different. Max is right for the smoke. I can't believe he's still alive. How has he lived through that attempt?
I have no idea. Going for the opening pick. He won't be the one to find it, but he certainly caused a distraction as Try and David will be fragging out towards the secret position. The bomb scrambles down towards lower. Very scary round, and you can see how it's discombobulated Fnatic somewhat here. Nikodos can still save the day, but gives up its spot. They can go back up towards the vents and indeed plant towards upper. Forest, normally the ramp player, shouldn't be too far behind them. It's actually towards outside now, I believe, but Nikodos will still be here, down towards lower. And what's the finishing move here?
Still a minute left, and the bomb just slowly making its way there. Nikolos, I don't even know what kind of fireworks is going to be able to get you out of this one. Ready and waiting. Smoke on the one side. He's so worried about it, and he's going to get shut down.
Wow.
Oh, they even faked it out by running out of the smoke again after faking the bomb. And Forrest just too far away to help out. So best he can do is save the M4. As 9C will be picking up a 6th round. So this is starting to look really impressive. And again, we're getting, I think, a chance to look at why 9C picked the map. Like, they look comfortable on it. They know what they're doing. And I think they figured out some of the big weaknesses, especially getting out through the yard and down in secret without losing too many players is a really big luxury.
I'm liking the discipline as well towards the end. Most teams think this round's done, and even if he has the AWP, like, it'll be fine. They actually drop the smoke. They go for a fake plant. They bait out the shot and make sure he gets nothing out of it. So learning their lesson after going towards that T-spawn area for the hunt before, they make this round very effective, very efficient, and Forrest will be saving a silenced M4, but the money should be in a pretty dire spot now for fnatic. Let's have a look at Try and David getting the job done there. Another fast play towards that secret position, and as it's becoming a real problem now. They don't seem to have a solution for the fast push towards outside. As we mentioned, the money not in a great spot, averaging $3,000 per player. Nikolos has 6K by virtue of saving, and this is a chance for Kita to kind of chime in here. They probably have to go for a partial buy, quite a modest one. Some PT50s perhaps, but fnatic are known for their eco setups. They've come up with some very creative stacks, most notably on Inferno, I would say. So just a single M4, make it the second, of course, with the saved Forest rifle as well. And they've got a few smokes. So like I said, modest investments elsewhere, 5.7s, Deagle, and no kits, but still a fighting chance here. Would love to see Forest pop off and give us a bit of old magic here.
You're not the only one. There's a user in the Twitch chat called Brad Pitts Big Hips who says that he loves watching Forest on his screen. I'm on that boat as well. Great username, by the way.
Yeah, love that. That's the username of the day.
That probably is. I'm not gonna lie. But they're down 2 rounds, unfortunately. There's Nikolos finding it right on top of the smoke. You love to see that. Fasher's moving up, and he executes GGT. That is a beautiful shot for the 5-7. 5 vs 3 right here. And maybe a chance to get it back. There's Forrest popping off in the ramp, taking down David. And this is just looking like a beautiful round. Try and butter are left, and I don't think there's much they're going to be able to do. Forrest putting a couple of more bullets through the wall there and almost catching. He's down to 69, Buddha.
Nice. Wow. And there's what a perfect response. That is going to be one saved M4 from Forrest. Kita, he'll chime in, call the timeout, work out how they can get the absolute most out of this round. They bring one more M4 into the mix because Nikolos has $6,000. Sure, it's a bit of a risk, but I think it's worth it because now they've actually pulled off the unthinkable. The eco victory here, the 5-7 push towards the hub. The initial push towards the garage outside as well. They had a maneuver. They had a little move. They had the boost above the smoke, opening pick, and then Forrest just had to find one frag to guarantee the round. He delivers, finds the dink, ducks and weaves, and manages to come out on top without losing anything at all. And that goes to the rest of the team. They started at 2 M4s, and they're leaving the round with 3 AKs. So this is massive, as fnatic confirmed the round.
Definitely nicely done. Yeah, Forrest coming up, the 4th kill of the game for him. He did get the tag without the frag on Buddha as well. Shout out to Pansy, he's using the chat as well.
Oh, no way.
Cheers. I'm not.
It's very late. Why is she not in bed yet?
I don't know. You know, probably just a degenerate esports watcher. Probably keeping up with both.
It's an enjoyer.
Yeah, both Valorant and Counter-Strike at the same time, I'm sure. So, I hope you're doing well, Lauren. We miss you all the time. Come back to Counter-Strike soon. Got to reserve a seat for you at some point. We definitely will.
She promised for CS2.
Sick.
Like, confirmed.
All right.
Yeah. She said that's it for Valorant. She's coming back.
All right. I'm glad. We'll put it out. Tweet it now.
Yeah, tweet it. Yeah, I'll tweet it.
Yeah. Good.
We've got it.
We've done it. We've done some good here tonight.
Yeah. They can't take that away from us.
Nikolos, he's still playing really well. I mean, 12-4 again. Some of those kills you have to put a little bit of an asterisk next to and say maybe it's not the heavy impact, but he did keep the economy alive, and he's kind of maybe paved the way back here for fnatic. They do need, I think, to win this first. I think they need 8 or more rounds to keep things really, really competitive. So now's a chance for them to maybe do that. The money, It's all right on the 9C side. They saved a couple of AKs the last one. They have bought into this one as well. And they're going to try and just run straight out the hut. There's a bit of a crossfire setup. Mezzi, though, only a little bit of damage. David just with a double opening. That's huge.
That is absolutely massive. Well played. David going above and beyond in the upper bomb site here, and they've got a 4-on-3 advantage as well after a stunning previous round here. fnatic have to give in. There's no chance they can go for this retake. They're out of position, out of time, and it's going to be Roy, Forrest, and Nikados cowering at the back of the garage now. And yeah, this great response you can see. Like we said, if you are just joining us and wondering why Forrest is on the server and we're talking about him so much, he's been retired now for a couple of years, I believe. And at this stage, just a streamer, but still a master of Counter-Strike, of course. Crims was unable to make the event due to personal reasons. And who better to bring in than another old master himself? And we have got the exact same map pool that these two teams played at IEM Rio just a couple of months back. The exact same map pool. It all started and on Nuke back then as well. And it was quite a convincing victory for 9Z. They actually came out on top 16-9. So considering they know that now there's even weaker formation without Crims in the lineup, you might even say they're the favorites here. It was a 2-1 victory for fnatic back in Rio, but with Forrest on the server and 9Z looking so up for it and looking like they've really done some homework coming into Dallas here as well, I kind of fancy their chances. A great start. Yeah, there's still a chance for fnatic to win the half here. Then we get into another fast-paced round, Anders.
They're actually going to dive the vent. They almost all get shut down. The flashbang was amazing, but Roy's going to get the kill on Max, and both David and Buddha drop very, very low. An awkward fight here. Forrest, he's going to get shut down. Buddha, 1 or 2 bullets might have done the job. Bomb's going to get planted, and Nikodo showing up. Perfect timing on that one. He didn't actually walk into the smoke grenade, but it's still a 4-on-3, and actually, never mind. Make it a quick 3-on-3. GDT is going to be good for that one. They realize where Messi's coming from. It's just Try and David left, and surely they can't hold on to this round.
We'll see. It's picking at some pace now. The bomb is in a prime spot for them, and Nikados, he should have secured things right here, right now. You know exactly what Try is, and he's losing control of the AK spray, but doing damage at the very same time. They need to go on the defuse now, though, Anders, and it's getting very awkward. The spam through the smoke has to come through. Mezzi commits the full defuse, and he comes out on top. Should get the frag as well. It's a chaotic finish, but one fnatic will pick up.
Yeah, just didn't have the bullets to go for the full-on spray. He'd already spent most of them getting the first couple of kills there. If he had to reload in the AK, I bet he would have just tried to hold it in, but couldn't really do it, unfortunately. So, good defuse inside for fnatic. That is a huge relief. They needed that round so badly. 9C, though, with the bomb plant, they're still able to buy into this round. And even after this, they still have a decent economy. They're kind of pushing this to the limit at the moment. And fnatic, they just need to keep on going. A double setup in the ramp, they're going to be boosting up, but it won't even matter again. The vent dive, at least being attempted, but it's been shut down even harder this time. The bomb falling through the smoke. Sure, they're down the vent, but nobody cares.
Oh, that is wild. Mezzi completely disrupts their attempts to get down towards the vents there. They get absolutely bombarded with HE grenades, spam through the smoke. They start blocking each other, and he finds 2 through the smoke itself, and they've got themselves a 5-on-3 here. David did make it down at least. But at this point, at what cost? They have lost control of the bomb. He's hoping to find some loitering CTs down towards lower, but why would they be there? Why would they bother? He's realizing that fact as well. Flashing out towards Secret, but no one home either. 1 minute on the clock, and 3 CTs towards upper. Should be a guaranteed round here. Would be an absolute nightmare. A travesty if fnatic gave this one up, Anders.
Yeah, there should be no way. They've set themselves up exactly like you want to see. Just don't, even if you see someone out here, if you're Nikodos, sure, if you catch them with the back turn, maybe try and get the shot, but there's no reason to commit to any fight to the moment out in the yard. Just leave them alone. Nikodos going to come walking back in, and ooh, did he see it? I think he surely must have. He doesn't look like he's quite looking for it. Getting a bit uncomfortable now. 30 seconds. All right, he's kind of looking like it. I think he's got the right idea. Again, just pull back, play for time. That's all you need. First kill. David coming in for it, but Mezzi's quick to return. And with only 18 seconds, this should be a done deal. DDT is on his own.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there. Very well played from fnatic. A great round in general. Mezzi completely shutting down their efforts. They're trying to continue with this fast-paced gameplay. I don't mind it at all. It's worked out very well for them, but they've tried to get on the vent start 3 or 4 times now, and it looks like Mezzi's finally got a good response. Completely rumbles them with the HEs at the start. So much damage. Smokes are very effective as well, and they just couldn't get down those vents. So we'll have a look at that from Mezzi's POV as well. There's the first through the smoke, clean as you like, Max. And you can see how much damage Buddha was taking on route as well, and the bomb goes down. Couldn't really go any worse for them. But still a decent chance there for David, but unable to find multiple frags. 3 picked up for Mezzi as we tie things up 7-7. Looking to take the lead here, and could be a bit of a sigh of relief. This one's got a bit out of control for fnatic, and they have the advantage here in the final round with Max just on that Mac 10.
That was a very uncomfortable attempted vent dive. I mean, it's clearly something that they had planned, and probably, I'm assuming, something the 9C have been sort of drilling and prepping for this one, but just didn't work out the couple of times that they tried it here. The smokes are looking good. I mean, they have the smoke down, but the spray through from fnatic is not even the grenades. It's just some of the bullets that are spraying through the smoke are so effective for the fnatic side that even when they get down, they're very low on health. Let's see if they can have a little bit of a better turn here. 15th round. They have the Mac 10, so you could pop for the smoke. You could be a bit more aggressive here if you wanted to. All in the lobby at the moment. Nobody at all is outside for 9C, so could just be a delayed take of this A bomb site once the initial grenades are gone for the fnatic side. Here we go. Molotov's down in the hut. One of them jumping outside. I think that's the Mac 10 that's going to be making its way in through Mini. Buddha gets the opening, but Nikodos is back. 15 kills on him. Fasha's going to be going to check the lobby. Tries right there, but I don't think he's seen him. He was right at the corner of the screen. He's managed to sneak by. Forrest is going to get dropped in the meantime, and the bomb is being planted down below. Oh, this is great. A really, really delayed take of the speed bomb side, and it's worked out perfectly for 9C so far.
Yeah, it's a pretty wacky round. But back into the 2-on-2, Fasha and Roy. They've got kits, they've got basic utility as well, and they're up against Tri and DGT. One of which is in the vent. He's going to make himself known. Fasha doesn't spot the barrel, though, so an advantage now towards 9Z, but not after that shot. That's beautiful. Tri will bring it down to the 1 versus 1. Smoke available as well. He will deploy it, and the defuse is coming in, but he hasn't committed. Roy takes him down for the smoke. Has he got time to close things out with a fnatic 8-7 lead? He certainly does. They've done enough here to salvage the half and recover. It's looking good here for fnatic with the Forest stand-in. We'll see what they can do with the second half after this.
Whenever you call my name, and you'll never know. Baby, won't you hold me? Oh, anybody. Whenever you call my name, and you'll never know. I need you, oh, please.
Well, howdy, partners. Welcome back to the Counter-Strike rodeo that is Intel Extreme Masters Dallas 2023. I'm joined by the sexy cowboy Anders Bloom as we get into the second half of the first map, picked by 9Z, as they currently trail 8-7 against fnatic. Take it away, Anders. What have you got for us?
A ramp rush, apparently, Henry, is what we got in store. fnatic looking to break through, and actually they're running right into the USP. Trying that is a very smooth bullet that he put out there. Forest on the return, though, taking down GDT. So you like to see it 4 versus 4, and they're not slowing down. fnatic, they're going straight for the bomb plant here, and actually they're taking over everything, and they're losing players in the meantime. Slowed down. That was the one good kill that he needed. I think Nikodos was carrying the bomb on his back, so he got slowed down just a tiny bit, and somehow Forrest and Roy, they're out hunting, getting a couple of kills in the meantime. Max and Buddha, 2 versus 3 here for the afterplant. What a chaotic round. Messi finding a shot, and now it's just all on Max. There was a moment there where 9C could have brought it back, but fnatic, they win the pistol on the second half, and this is starting to look a bit interesting now. I think it was at 69 the last time they played. Well, fnatic are already up to 9 rounds.
Yeah, very good point, Anders. And that was a 9Z victory, of course. So with it standing, they're in good stead here in the second half there. A nice little ramp rush with emphatic pace behind it as well. And we're seeing the MP7 come out for Nikodos, always a bit of a fan favorite. And a force buy in response from the South Americans as well. MP9s and pistols. They've got themselves 4 smokes and a couple of HEs. And maybe another ramp rush. Yeah, I like it. We said Mezzi would have a lot on his plate this game with the calling was standing, but we'll see if this works out for them. Good damage inflicted by the CTs here. It's going to be a kill and maybe a couple, but Fasher will respond, and they've got complete lower control. But one more hurdle to pass. It's going to be Buddha, but what a shot that is with a 5-7. He finds a couple. Oh no, it's falling apart now as Nikodos will pull it back to a 2 versus 2, but not for long. Nikodos with it all to do, and it's gone horribly, horribly wrong, Anders. What just happened there?
It's Buddha with the 5-7. Just an absolutely violent defense of that B bomb side. He hit so many headshots with it at all ranges. That was beautiful. He actually got 4 kills at the end, all of them with the 5-7. And yeah, I mean, for a minute there, fnatic looked like they were going to recover the round, but Buddha had different plans. This is how it starts, but the second one is so good, right at the edge of the smoke, taking down Fasher, and this is just where he keeps going. Every fight, he just has his crosshair in the right position every single time.
Amazing scenes, and it's going to have to be the force buy in response here, picking up the pace once again, this time rushing towards outside, 2 players down towards Secret. It's Max defending, but Try gets his head removed. Mezzi with a clinical shot there from the silo. That's what the doctor ordered, but Roy offers himself up. Max there, striking from main entrance. Back to the 4-4. Slight damage inflicted towards Fasher and Mezzi as well, but they have got some lower positional control now. We'll see whether they can capitalize upon it. Going towards events, and no real CT presence apart from DGT, who's actually lying in wait. Should be given the first, but will the trade come through?
He's very well aware there could be a second player there. You could tell he's not really screwing this up at the moment. Nikodos is hoping that he's just casually going to walk around the corner, but DGT at the moment looks so focused on that corner. 50 seconds still left. Oh, there we go. This is what Nikodos wanted all along, but well played. That is so sick. That's an easy mistake to make if you're not quite sure if there's a second player there, and you just make a quick assumption and you get yourself killed. Not DGT this time. So Mezzi and Forrest 2 versus 4 to try and pull a miracle here. Winning the pistol round in such a spectacular fashion and then throwing it away pretty quickly afterwards. Unfortunately not what they were looking for. Forrest, oh, that's the last bullet as well. Good triple on GDT, and it's going to be tied up. Game 9-9.
It's always one of those frustrating ones as well. Like you said, you had such a great pistol, and you just did the ramp rush, and you've gone for the same call in the second round. It should work, right? Like you think, oh, it's probably going to be fine. But when it doesn't, when you do throw it away like that, and you're just like, oh, God, like anything else. We shouldn't have done it. It didn't work out. It wasn't necessarily the call. It was down towards that lower bomb site. Things got very, very messy, but they're finding themselves in a problematic spot now. That was the force buy, and now this is the full eco. So not really much to report. Just a single flashbang, a P250 for Roy. But here's Try looking to farm some cash here with the MP9. He's in a prime position to do so, as the T's are just going to be sitting this one out, Anders, trying to bait out some utility. Might as well use it as a bit of a timeout yourself, and indeed just try and wait for the CT grenades to come through. Like if you can bait out some incendiaries, some HEs, that's all valuable resources and cash going forward.
Yeah, there's no reason not to slow play rounds like these. Like it's almost always going to be worth it. You got a flashbang on Messi. Eventually, you're going to try and do something, but ultimately, yeah, you're just waiting for them to throw some nades like this one. And they have a little bit of one ticket, really. The flashbang and the P250 on Roy, but this should be a pretty easy round. So, good recovery from 9C early on in the second half. And again, this is their map pick, so I definitely expect them to eventually pick this one up. I think their T side did look really comfortable. I think the only thing that really we can criticize is some of those vent drops. Definitely, they didn't need to do that. I think if they would have not done that, they would have had an even more impressive first half.
Yeah, like they kind of stuck to their guns though. They were like finding weaknesses on the map. Do you remember they rushed ramp a few times themselves as well? Then they had the outside rushes they did time and time again. It was kind of just presenting it till it stopped working. You're right though, the kind of vent drops didn't really work out at all for them. They got down a couple of times, but that's when things started to go wrong. But things going very right so far here on the CT side as they find double digits and a very clean round there. Bit of a bonus situation. About to say they might want to upgrade one of his SMGs, and Try certainly will. He brings out an AWP to try and add to the total of his 15 frags he's got so far. Quite the haul as we look back at the eco frags here. Not much to report, but a very clean round. Didn't give anything away, which you love to see.
Yeah, you do love to see it. Currently, Nikodos still on top of the scoreboard on that fnatic side with 16 kills. And on the other side, DGT doing most of the work with 14. But yeah, this is starting to get into a little bit more of an interesting territory. Keeping it close at a 10-9 scoreline. Look at the speed with which they're walking out here. The smokes are instantly up. Max, I don't think he's going to hear anything, so he might not realize that already Fasha's made his way down below. This is really good progress for the fnatic side. Yeah, he's checking it, thinking, I wonder if anyone made their way past, but it's only David that's down here at the moment with the MP9.
So they're somewhat aware there's a possibility by the looks of things here. David's position suggests that he knows there's a chance, but it's going to pump the brakes for now. Fnatic just biding their time, seeing what sort of reaction will come through. Will the CT push and probe? The lack of information is worrying them now. David goes to a very passive position, holding towards the vents with the MP9. He seems to know someone's down there. He's trying to have the drop on them as Forrest starts to probe towards the ramp. He's alone right now. He will have Mezzi in tow, but the bomb's towards outside by Red, so maybe a lower finish here with Fash's position, try and get down towards the ramp and indeed the lower bomb side, but still plenty of time, 40 seconds. I'll have to show their hand soon.
Yeah, they are really running this clock down low. It's going to be a crunch towards the A bomb side, though. Are they going to be ready for it? They do have 3 people inside of the site, but limited grenades to try and slow them down. Try does have a Molotov, and that could actually be huge if he could put it down in time. Nikodos already with a shot and Try way out in the open. Look at the opening here. Double kill for Nikodos. 15 seconds on the clock, and Fash is just moving up behind. Man, that was so beautiful. Absolutely great calling coming out on the Fnatic side.
Yeah, Mezzi rising to the occasion there. Didn't choke under the pressure. They had good positional control, a player down towards Secret. No one pushing or probing on the CT side, and they go for this really clinical upper take there as well. Lovely shots, pixel perfect precision with the AK-47, and then a nice flank there from Fasha towards the heaven position as well. Beautiful counter-strike, and they will tie things up at 10-10. And the AWP's still out for Try. Top fragger so far, and he'll be challenged towards outside once again. Fasha gives his barrel away, takes a lot of damage, but still he'll live to tell the tale.
Desperate times now for 9C as they do dig pretty deep into their own economy to try and keep this battle up. Fnatic with a little bit of a chance maybe now to get a more than just a 1-round lead. If they can win this one, they probably get the next one because they're going to be up against USPs or maybe Deagles. So there's an exciting moment where they can actually get a bit of a lead here on their opponent's map pick. Shots outside, and that one actually connects Fasha's down to 8 health. That's pretty disgusting. It didn't even really get a chance to do anything back, so that's a couple of them tagged up before they even make any real progress here, unfortunately.
And they have only 1 smoke remaining. A few Molotovs, admittedly, but this could be tricky. Back towards the ramp, but they haven't found much success there since the pistol. I'm going to send Forrest in first. I tell a lie, Mezzi at the front of the pack here. In terms of ramp presence, we've got DTT waiting with the M4 as well. Molotov to try and flush him out, but he is holding his ground. He can't find the frags though, and Mezzi takes down Fasha with the Molotov.
Yeah, he was low from earlier, so probably didn't take that much. Nikodos with a nice little crouch shot, but he himself is under a little bit of an attack, and Forrest is going down in the meantime. 2 versus 4 with only 25 seconds. It doesn't look possible, especially not when DGT's down here. He's got 16 kills behind himself now. Nikodos on his own in a 1 versus 4. Now down to 15 seconds. Gonna try and see if he can do something. Puts up the smoke, trying to get that bomb plant in town. They could just rush him down, and they almost have right through there. A little bit of a shot coming through. Oh, what a little flick coming out. He gets that one for a minute, I believe. I thought that maybe he could have had it, but David shows up to make sure it never gets out of control. But my God, that was beautiful.
Almost fell off my chair there. That could have been the one. He knew there's a player towards the squeaky door as well. Beautiful shot regardless. He did very well to even get the bomb planted there, Anders. So that's a key detail. It keeps the money nice and strong. That's an extra $800 per player going to the next round. And sure, it's 9Z to pick things up, and it's pretty convincing the way they close out the round, but still a vital factor there that they get the extra cash. As 9Z managing to hold off that outside play, and actually quite a comfortable one. So a timeout has been called. Last time Keita did this, they bounced back, managing to pick up a round with just 2 M4s. So we'll see what he's got up his sleeve this time. He's just having the cash, and like I said, it should be absolutely fine considering the plant came through. Just going to be discussing options now with Mezzi.
Man, it's almost an inspirational moment coming out there for the Fnatic side. It's definitely a closer game than even I was expecting. I actually thought 9C was going to be able to run away with this map a little bit more convincingly, but I mean, they still have the round lead now, and they're on the CT side, so as long as they can keep the economy going, they might be able to get across the finish line here. But that was something there for Nikodos. 21 kills on him right now with 105 ADR. Yeah, he's putting in some real work.
Absolutely is. Someone's got to rise to the occasion when you've got to stand in on the server. And Max showing the confidence once again. Looking to push outside potentially here. The smoke is down to allow him to do so. Checking the gaps, could jump up, have a look above, but keeping it quite passive for now. Confirms that outside is completely clear at least.
Yeah, they got that lobby set up right now. Fasher would love for somebody to peek in through that hut, which is not completely uncommon for the CT to try and be a little bit adventurous like that. Forward position as well for DGT. He's pushed all the way into the ramp corridor there, so he could try and do a little bit on that side. David actually getting attacked fairly quickly, and what a good kill. Forest as well, taking down Buddha. That's everything you would have wanted. Now he's just holding the smoke. They should be able to get the bomb plant behind this, although it's slowed down a little bit. Flash on through. Not going to be walking through that one. Smoke's fading, and Forrest is ready. Second kill for him. He's got the double already, and he's just fading inside of the smoke. DDT, he's got to keep his crosshair on that right now. I think Forrest is faded out, and they should be able to get this one. Good kill there. And Nikolos is instantly on the return, and that's everything they needed. I think Forrest won that round.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there. They're showing the experience. He didn't overstep the mark. He was just holding the correct angles, nailing the shots that are required. And like you said, fading away and put enough time to put it in an awkward position for the remaining CTs. So Nikodos come in and pick up a nice easy frag there. And Roy, great work as well with the AK-47. That was the shot that saved the round there for Forrest. And then Nikodos, like I said, easy as he likes to close things out. And the money is in a very peculiar spot. They force ball with 2 FAMASs here at an MP9, picking up the pace once again, this time focusing towards outside. Nikodos looking at that first frag, this time not connecting as crisply as you might like. And they might be losing the first frag here. The first couple is happening again, Anders. Roy fighting back, but not for long. It's a very chaotic round. Absolute pandemonium ensuing as Forrest is left in a 3 versus 1, but a possible one. He can do this.
Henry say it ain't so. Yeah, it's on Forrest to try and save the team at a 1 versus 3 right now. Going to be taking a look into the yard, but he's not seeing a single person here. They just need to find out where he is at the moment, and they might just walk up. A little bit of a giveaway, and Try will take him down instantly. Disaster strikes. This was Fnatic's turn to really get a bit of a lead, and it's been given back to almost nothing at all. Just great shots at the beginning, great couple of kills coming through, a 9C. They've got to be celebrating this. That is, yeah, I mean, they all stop to take the fight outside. They all just want to see if they can get that long-range fight, and it absolutely backfires on them.
And each and every time Mezzi's making these fast calls, like rush ramp, rush outside, it seems to look very promising, and then it all collapses as soon as they have the first interaction there. A 5-on-3 before they even saw anyone. Couldn't quite find the opening kills, and now they'll be force buying back. 1 AK in the hands of Roy. He'll be challenged by Max with the MP9, close range. Jumping up on the boxes here, trying to find any sort of opportunity. But Max is peeled off, so at least some information. The rest of his teammates are completely committing towards Secret, and they've got across safely at least.
Yeah, they have Roy. He's kind of holding the back line as the rest of them walk down, but he's got the rifle that they need. I feel like this is so risky, right? If he goes down out here, then the rest of them are going to be stuck with pistols down below. And they also have to clear the way, right? Axe is up close with the MP9. Doesn't have any more nades. He's just looking to stop them as they're coming around the corner. No head armor on any of them, so the MP9 should be able to do a fair bit of damage here. See an instant couple of headshots and bringing down Messi and Fasher, and this should be the shutdown. Forrest and Roy left in a 2 versus 4 with minimal chances to do anything here.
Yeah, I tend to agree, unfortunately. 40 seconds, no utility. As you mentioned, no helmets.
Roy and Forrest, I mean, what do you even do at this point in time? Roy snuck around all this way. Nobody knows that he's there, but he needs a double, and he's not going to get the chance. Try will turn around. Even if he gets that shot, Roy, it's not going to help him that much. 1 versus 3, although DGT caught running away. That's a bit sketchy. 18 seconds on the clock, and Roy continuing now into a 1 versus 1. Going to go straight for the bomb plant. Out in the open, and Butter's going to be able to catch him. Oh, you wanted him to get a chance at least, but not going to be allowed. 13-11, 9C, just... close one, but they survive.
If he plants behind the silo, who knows, Anders? He committed. Yeah, I think the adrenaline's pumping so fast at that stage. Like, you're just seeing you've got low time. It was sub 10 seconds. He's got 2 kills. He's just taking an educated guess. He's probably got enough time. If anything, he's probably towards double doors. But it's so heartbreaking. You're right. You just want to see him have a chance of a shot. Like, have a moment of opportunity here after these great efforts on the lower bomb site. It was a real lifeline, and that was the force buy, unfortunately, for fnatic. They got the bomb planted, though. So it might not be all said and done, but the next round doesn't leave me to believe they can actually do much with it. Deagles, a couple of players of armor, but essentially an eco, not really a partial buy. So they really had to win that previous round. This is going to leave them at a 14-11 deficit.
We'll see what the Deagles can do. It's been announced outside. I'm surprised to see Max come back to try and fight that. I feel like it's not worth it. Yeah, and I think he's thought better of it now. Just it's not worth it to go down to the Deagles. You have this chance, a really good chance right now, closing out the map. Just don't give it back easily. Oh, okay. That was the AK. I thought for a minute it was the grenade that took care of him, but Mezzi instead finding a bullet. And a 4-on-5.
Oh, yes. It's not looking good. So, like we said, just the Deagles. Fasher with a shot, but they don't have to take the fights anymore. You're going to see them just waiting, biding their time. Not having to give much away, and it's a very clean round, very convincing. Forrest maybe gets one. Not meant to be, unfortunately. There it is, 14-11. 5 players survived. Their money will be in a very strong position now on the 9Z side. As we mentioned, this was a matchup we saw at IEM Rio a couple of months ago. Exact same map pool, but of course, fnatic were at full strength with Crims in the roster. It was Nuke. That was the same map that opened things up in the series, and fnatic lost it 16-9. So they're in a better position than they were, but things are starting to fall apart once again. 9Z have looked very capable on Nuke. It's been a very chaotic game, very fast-paced. Lots of set pieces and rushes from the get-go on the T sides from both parties here. So another tactical timeout. One of the last we'll see of this first map. And we'll get into it. It's going to be do or die time for fnatic. As we kick things off here on Nuke, we do have the fnatic special of Overpass next to Anders. So not all is lost. This is the lower bracket elimination game, but it's 9Z's pick right now.
Yeah, and I've got to say as well, I mean, losing Crims obviously is super detrimental. I really think Crims, throughout the history of CSGO, like the 10+ years that we've been playing the game, has to be one of the most consistent players that we've seen out of everyone, which is just so impressive. Consistency is definitely one of the hardest things to achieve in this game. It's one thing to be really good for a year or so, but what Crims has done with the history of this game is nothing short of spectacular. So, yeah, losing him is always going to be really, really rough, no matter who you get to replace him with. 14-11 right here. Mezzi's down, but then again, so is David on the other side. So 4-on-4 here for fnatic. They need every single round. They really can't slip up any longer.
Yeah, absolutely true. And it's not the best start, but not the worst. They've got themselves a 4-on-4. Most maps, you'd say, favors the T side. Not so much Nuke, just in terms of logistics of the map. But we'll see. Still pretty even. It's the lack of utility that's really worrying for fnatic here.
Yes.
Even with the 4-on-4, they just have one smoke and one Molotov is kind of it. And they'll have to go down towards lower, try playing heads-up CS. Speaking of which, so is Roy. This is a very key frag, and he stands and delivers on all fronts there. Huge frag, just what fnatic needed.
Trying a position here, and he's going to go commit to it. He can't really fall back from this position. He's all in. He did get the dink on Fasher, but it's not enough for the kill. Max and Buddha, and at this point, I mean, you just might want to save the rifles. I don't think it's worth going for this one, so they didn't have the utility, but they won 2 of the fights that they needed to, and that's all it takes. So
sure.
Fnatic going to be up to 12 rounds.
Yeah, just what they needed. And Fasha finding 2 huge frags en route. But like we said, the money should be in an okay spot for 9Z. They managed to have some very convincing rounds of all 5 players surviving. And winning by virtue of kills leaves you with 3250 per player. And of course, with your saved weaponry from the previous round, they should have at least a full buy going forward. The loss bonus won't be there. They get about 1400 into the next from this one, but they'll save an AK, an M4, and plenty of utility as well. So we'll be absolutely fine for even an AWP going forward. But we'll see how they want to distribute the cash. Bomb goes off. fnatic will survive with 4 as well, just to note. So a nice clean round, considering they had a real distinct lack of utility in that previous one. Having 4 survive themselves is massive. Fasha really has had some real impressive moments, but that was a shot that saved the round, I would say. Roy finding that great kill beneath the heaven position.
Yeah, losing Heaven as well on the CT side is so detrimental because they can go up the ladder into the A-bomb side. You lose the ramp control pretty easily after that. It's just so much of the map control that disappears. I mean, we talk about Nuke, we talk about those rotations, and that's such a central part of the map. You really don't ever want to be losing that one. It's a 14-12 scoreline as we head into the 27th round, and looks like they're leaning a little bit towards the ramp, but they might just want to try and, once the smoke is gone, they could try and press the issue here. Max is holding it, and he's, so far, has been the weaker player on the 9C side, so maybe they could try and bully him with a little bit of a shot here that's close to working out. They put some pressure on, and now they're hunting him down, and this is beautiful. Forrest and Mezzi combine for a kill, and Try's going to be going down. fnatic, they find some strength at the end of the map.
Yeah, they were down, but they weren't out. Still a fighting chance here, and they're putting it all on the line. This time the ramp working out for them. Bomb plant should be fine here. I'm saying that with bated breath. This is not a foregone conclusion by any stretch. Bomb down though. 5 versus 3. Looking much better at this point. CTs probably want to peel off, and they will begin to do so. They had 3 down there though. That's why I said there was a real chance. They deny the plant, like who knows. All it takes is smoke spam, but fnatic get away with it. And should be the clean sweep. 5 surviving.
Wow, where did this come from? fnatic, I mean, it now is the time, right? One more slip up and they probably end up losing the map, but they found a way to make this work. So 14-13. In the meantime, maybe they could hunt for a rifle or 2, but you don't want to be throwing too much into it either. I mean, you might as well keep that economy going on your side, and I think that's what they're going to be doing. I do have a message that I want you to consider from the Twitch chat, Henry, if you're up for it.
Oh, please. Yes, absolutely. Always.
It's Lamb Baheb is, I can't, sorry if I mispronounced the name, but he's saying, EU, go home, and then a crying face, play Valorant, Disney Kids.
I mean, it's quite profound, isn't it?
Strong words, powerful words.
I'm trying to, a lot to unpack.
Yes.
But I think I agree. I think I'm with him.
I'm with him too. I think it's good. He's making fun of the Europeans, and we don't really do that a lot in Counter-Strike. I will say this: I've noticed something. You mentioned earlier we've got a bit of a mix of South American players in here, from Uruguay, from Argentina as well. Something that I hope one day is that we'll have an actual Counter-Strike tournament, like a big one, an international tournament in Argentina, because I've realized something. There are so many passionate fans. We always talk about Brazilian fans. Obviously, they are very passionate too, but I think the Argentinian fans get a little bit overlooked, and I've had some different chances to encounter them on Twitter, and they are really crazy. So I love it. I think it's amazing. I hope we get a chance to do that maybe for CS2 at some point. That'd be great.
Well, let's see. They've got something to celebrate here as they're hunting for map point 9Z. Fending off the outside push, but Fasha has snuck down towards Secret. So, a chance once again. We've seen fnatic rise in this sort of situation. They'll get Fasha down towards the Secret area, force a rotation, and then coordinate an upper assault. It was exactly what happened before, and they did it with great style and poise. But can they replicate it? If they win this round, it'll break the back financially of 9Z. It will tie things up at 14-14, and they would be in the driving seat. They're up against a fully stacked CT side. They've got the AWP in the hands of Try. And once again, slowing it right down. Waiting to see if Fasha can find anything.
Gotta be a sinking moment for 9C. They could see that finish of the map, like they were almost there. This is their map pick and things are working out just according to plan, but suddenly fnatic just show up and they actually just start to win rounds. Roy's playing really well, Mezzy's playing really well, Fasha's finding some of those opening frags. Roy, speaking of which, he's going to walk right into the shot, and that'll get him killed. Max, who's had a bit of a tough game so far, finding his 12th kill right then and there. And that might be everything they need. We're down to 30 seconds, Henry. They're making a play for the B-bomb side, splitting it through ramp.
Yeah, we said Fasha had to be activated here for them to stand a chance, and now more than ever, he now delivers. That's a great shot. 20 seconds remaining. They have to go down towards lower. Fasha defend off the rotations. His job is not done yet. Can they get that bomb planted? His try comes in towards Secret.
Ooh, bomb is right there. He didn't actually back up into the AWP. This is a risky position to be in. If they lose all the rifles retaking this, they might just actually end up losing the map. Forrest getting a kill, and now it's a 2 versus 2. Try and Max are left, and they don't have the weaponry for it. They don't have the smokes. They have an AWP on the retake. Fasha taking down Max. It's a great walking shot with the AK, and Try, I think he's going to have to just accept the fact that this one is done. fnatic tying up the game at 14-14, and 9C losing 4 rifles in this one. An absolute disaster.
It really is, and they've done it again. It's the exact same setup, but a different result. Before they went for that upper crunch after getting Fasha down towards Secret, and they were just so patient with it once again, allowing him to cook, I believe, Anders, as the kids would say. And at that point, he cooked up a storm, I have to say. The fact he gets that headshot and just opens things up towards DGT. They get down towards lower. They're managing to get that bomb planted, and it's such an important round to win. We said it would be a disaster if 9C gave that one up, and now the finances reflect that. MP9s for masses, and that's a difficult round as they're looking down the barrel of receiving map point first on their pick against their old rivals here, and try to be tested once again towards that squeaky door. Fires of a shot but can't connect.
Very aggressive. Oh my god, Forrest was not ready. But Fasha's just running outside. So sure, they lose one player in the lobby, but continuing on, Fasha, he knows that he's been hurt. He shot out the windows already, but he's so aggressive. And DGT's ready to take him down. That looked like it was almost too bold. Try down below is going to be taking out Roy. And now it's on Messi and Nikodos. I don't know if they can bring this round back. fnatic, they're going to have money to buy in the next round, but this was such an aggressive round.
You've made a mistake there, Anders. You've made a massive mistake. With Mezzy alive, when it's all on the line, and a 4 versus 2, trust me, this kid knows what to do. We'll see whether there's anything to be said. And he's got Nikodos with him.
They might win the map, Henry. If you're right, if he can come back in to play this one, it might be something. There's the opening. Still 50 seconds. And Try, he can win it right here. If he just moves forward to get the kill, he's already calling the bluff for Nikodos. This is actually a sick play. Look at this. He knows everything.
Yeah, true. Might save the day here. He has no idea. And it's a free B. I should say that. Mezzy should be able to get the frag in response, but no, it's Try to shut them down. He finds map point. Good effort. Mezzy found the initial frag, but Try with a spectacular sequence of kills there. Like you said, very cerebral as well. He just holds his nerve as well, gets through the flames and manages to outposition them. I can't believe he hits this last shot as well. Mezzy should have taken him down every day of the week, but there it is. Map point. fnatic now. They do have the cash, looking for overtime in round number 30.
That was 4 kills, Henry, for Try. He's up 27. He's overtaken everybody in the server. He really badly wants to win this map for his team, and, you know, more power to him. Smoke going up. Max is going to be able to hear some steps out there. Oh, flash on through, and Roy's good for the one, but Try continuing.
That was wild. Rock'em sock'em Counter-Strike here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying it. We've rolled out the big guns here in Texas, and we're down to a 4-4 for overtime. Molotov deployed towards the heaven position, and Try, the man of the moment. He'll have his work cut out for him. It's DGT that goes down early. Nikodos in the prime position. Surely he gets his frag, but no, found out. Try will find him 3-on-3, and David to be testing down towards lower. Prime position for multiple frags, and he delivers. Forrest now to save the day. He'll have to roll back the years, Anders. He's got time to plant and a minute to work with, but it's not going to be enough. 16-14. It's Try that carries 9Z across the finish line here, as it was a fantastic opening map here in the lower bracket.
Man, he put in a quad kill to finish the second last round, a triple at the end. He got 30 kills in regulation to win it.